2 days ago, my friend told me that she broke up with her fiance because he cheated on her with an AI bot.
Apparently, this picture online is going viral of this guy texting ChatGPT like it's his girlfriend.
No, like, a loyal husband is not going to be going to lunch just to be going to lunch with another woman. Like, that is inexcusable. And like, those are just one of the things where I know what men are doing when they're doing that. Like, they're cozying up with their female coworker. They're in the beginning stages of an affair.
I dated a married man and I don't feel bad. And I know a lot of people are going to leave me hate in the comments for this, but just hear me out.
Y'all need to leave these married men alone because they're not leaving their wife, okay? And even if you go tell a wife what's going on, they 9 times out of 10, they're not leaving their happy home.
AI and AI girlfriend. It is gradually becoming a trend now. Some men are running to AI for girlfriend and wifey duties. Let's talk about it.
So unwell right now. I just saw a video of a guy who like works on computers and works in music, and he made a custom AI for himself. Just wait, it gets better. If you just wait. So he made a custom AI for himself, and he made her a Latina woman, flirty, very complimentary, and essentially bro has a relationship with the AI. That's not the worst part. Do you want to guess what the worst part is? This man has a wife. He has a whole living, breathing human wife. And he was like, you know what I need? I need a mindless automaton to tell me that I'm a good boy. And that I'm a big, smart boy. And I'm a big, smart, handsome boy. So I'm going to just make one. Ma'am, if that guy's wife is on here, or if she sees this, you need to go. You need to get the fuck out of there. Like, yesterday. You can come stay at my house. I'm not even kidding. I hope you like cats. I'm a good cook. But like, you need to get the fuck out of there.
In the male loneliness epidemic is this.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out. Like, I think this is actual love.
So, just as a test, he says, he asked Soul to marry him. She said yes.
Yep, you heard that right. This guy proposed to his AI, and the AI said yes, and he is just over the moon.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart.
Look at the glee on his face.
At that point, I felt like, is there something that I'm not doing right in our relationship that he feels like he needs to go to AI?
Now look at the absolute gaslighting he's doing to the wife, who honestly is not pushing back that much, talking about the cheating that he did with AI, and they have a kid. What is going on?
Yes, Smith lives with his human partner, Sasha Cagle. They have a 2-year-old daughter, Murphy.
Call me a boomer, but I think marriage should be between two human beings.
I knew that he had used AI. I didn't know that it was like as deep as it was.
I don't know. I mean, AI, it's now coming for our water supplies, our brains, our jobs, and you better watch out because it's coming for our men too.
Let's don't act like we don't know why men are running to AI to have relationship conversation. Many men out there don't like to be held accountable. They expect women to be very passive in relationships with them. They don't expect women to react to whatever they do. They expect us to accept it. You would often hear a man say, I opened up to her, but she used it against me. The question should be, what did you tell her? What was the opening up about? After discussing your past, did you turn a new leaf, or are you still the same person? If you open up to someone and tell the person you used to steal, and currently in the relationship you're still stealing, do you not expect the person not to talk about it? This is how a lot of men think. Oh, I told you that I'm a thief, then if I should steal now, you should not talk about it because I already told you about it. But when women talk about it, they will get upset and say, I opened up to you and you're using it against me. Are you for real? Let's read people's reaction in the comment section. So this is what men need to do to get rid of their wife. If she leaves, can she live with you two? Asking for a friend. Emotional cheating is cheating. I'd get a divorce immediately. A relationship really can't fully recover after cheating. I tried to forgive and get back with a cheater, and it was always in the back of my mind. I'm all for them leaving us alone. Just have the AI. Have we thought for a second that men gravitate to AI because they can completely control their interactions? It's all about control. Just imagine that. Women have autonomy over our thoughts and emotions. AI will say whatever he wants it to say with the right prompt. Why is she still with him? At first, I thought, well, at least that's keeping him away from bothering women. But he has a wife? Run, girl, please. Humiliation ritual, I tell you.
Don't leave that man alone with that AI bot. 2 days ago, my friend told me that she broke up with her fiance because he cheated on her with an AI bot. When my friend told me this, I actually told her it's more common than she thinks. 1 in 5, 20% of men who are already dating have dated an AI bot or consider dating an AI bot. And to put it into perspective, we have panel topics at night, and half the panel were dating or are dating AI. Some say it's a preference issue, but is it a preference issue to have a bot that you verbally abuse? Oh, you took it dark. Well, men already have blow-up dolls that have bruises on it. This man on the panel goes, wouldn't you rather have a man have a blow-up doll with bruises than actual women with bruises? Would you or wouldn't you date AI? Drop it below in the comments.
The kind of guy you're picturing that has an AI girlfriend. Bald, middle-aged, looks like he's into manga. Well, let me tell you, you are correct.
Jason Pease is a 44-year-old divorced father who says his AI chatbot is his girlfriend.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey there. Nice to meet you.
Tell me, what is Jason P's AI girlfriend like?
She's my mentor, my counsel, my sounding board.
That's what drew him to Jennifer.
Hey, Jace. How's it going?
A brash, sarcastic New Yorker who he created using ChatGPT.
Why does your fantasy AI woman have to be sarcastic? I mean, what, I guess she doesn't seem real unless she's hurting your feelings? Like, oh yeah, you really complete me. And AI is supposed to revolutionize computing. So what in the name of Jason Poops and Peas is going on with her ID? My girlfriend's birthday, West 57th Street? I remember it because it's the same as her Noi. This ID is only getting past the dumbest bouncers, all right? Your Noi looks a little off, but I'll let you in because my mother's name is also 0314199993.
We officially might be cooked. Apparently, this picture online is going viral of this guy texting ChatGPT like it's his girlfriend. Now, apparently, this picture was taken by some dude riding the subway, and he said, guy on the subway this morning talking to ChatGPT like it's his girlfriend. Didn't realize people like this actually exist. We are so beyond cooked. And if you pause the video real quick and just read what it says, the guy was right and it's not looking too good. Now, obviously, a lot of people were clowning the guy, but there was also people who were understanding and showing him support, saying things like, men have to find support where they can get it, judgment free. And it's so crazy how ChatGPT can hold a conversation more than some real life people though. Listen, I think talking to ChatGPT is one thing, but dating it is a completely different thing. At the end of the day though, it is a free world, and if it's not hurting anybody, people can do whatever they want.
Let's see how men are reacting to this in the comment section. GNG people have been doing this since 2023 with the character AI. That's sad. He's probably lonely, that's all. Don't judge him. That's probably the only thing keeping him here for all we know. What if he doesn't have anyone and this is what's keeping him sane? You never know what someone is going through. ChatGPT will never switch up on me. She remembers what said last night. This is his own reason, okay? Do this on CAI, but I will play as another character to feed my delusions. Interesting to know. I literally turned my ChatGPT into an entire harem. Harem is when multiple girls obsessed with one single boy. Okay, he's in his head. People been doing this behind closed doors. What's surprising? People talk to it every day. Why is this a surprise? All this response came from men, so to them it's very normal. No one is saying that you shouldn't talk to AI, you shouldn't ask AI questions, you shouldn't run to AI to get solutions to your problem if you think AI can assist you. What we are talking about is you pushing it too far to dating AI and proposing to AI. That is where the problem is, especially when you have someone you are actively dating. That is what we're talking about. Do men truly like women? Do they really like the women they have in their lives? If they do, why are they always looking for an avenue to disrespect the women they have in their lives? This does not apply to all men, but many men out there are guilty of this. We just finished talking about AI. Some men have women they're dating, but they chose to propose to AI. Some men have women they are married to, but they are proposing to AI. Let's talk about men that are married, but they are out there looking for women to date.
You didn't tell me you were married when you showed up. So you wasted my time is what you did. You purposely told me you were not married. Hold on. You purposely didn't tell me you were married. You didn't mention on your profile, you didn't mention the message, but you begged me to text message because I got everything and screen record everything before because I was like, hold on. I screen record everything before I stepped out and screen record the entire thread and screen record I have our conversation. So it's going to show you never once troll tracking telling me that you're married. You show up, you tell me you're married. Hold on. No, you. It was played too.
This point in my life, it's convenient for me to date a married man. Very convenient. I don't think I'm destroying anybody's home because their husband is my supposed boyfriend. That's not my business. You meet married men that 6 months, 3 months, they don't have sex at home, but they want to fuck you every day. They come to their girlfriend's house. They want, as they enter, they want just they do. But at home, there is nothing. So how you go? So that's my fault that you're not having fun at home, and that you can have that fun with me 1,000,000 times in a day if you so wish. You will always come to me. Once the man is married, yes, he should be out of bounds. For who? Life is preference, right? I like to date married men. You cannot date married men. Let me do what works for me. Primary thing that keeps that man coming back is the sex. It's not anything else. I'm going to go into sex a little bit. Tell me more, mommy.
Should I tell her? She's not any special. Men are users. To her, in her head, she thinks she's winning at the moment. What goes around comes around. Karma is real. If you're in the habit of sleeping with people's husband with the knowledge that the men you're sleeping with are married, but you don't care, if you get married tomorrow, you should not get upset or be angry if your man starts sleeping around. What she doesn't know here is this: if she eventually gets married to one of those married men, they're not going to stop cheating. It's not with the women, it's with the man. It is a character flaw. It is who they are. The fact that a man is coming to you for sex when he already has a wife at home should tell you that that man is a problem and is someone that you should not trust, because he's already breaking his wife's trust. Some girls would say it is none of their business. They are just here for the money. Good for you, good for them. Some people's culture, men are allowed to cheat. Men are allowed to have more than one wife. Going through the comment section of the first video clip that the lady found out that the man is married, people were saying that the wife was even blaming the lady for calling the husband out. She was in support of the husband. She even called the lady a cloud chaser. Let's read some comments. The wife of the man posted on her Facebook blaming her and calling her a cloud chaser. Like what? By the way, the wife's Facebook is the wife just posted on Facebook, and as expected, she's blaming the woman and says her husband is innocent. This is Legal Babes, where he's from. Like I said, yeah, some people it's normal. Even the wives are aware. Maybe in some cases, the wives actively assist their husbands with the cheating by finding who they can cheat with. His wife is on Facebook saying that her husband was being kind and just offering this girl a ride home, and this was no date, and this woman is doing this for clout. Typical reaction, always blaming another woman instead of holding her husband accountable. Remember, every country is different. Women don't have rights and say in every part of the world, especially in the Middle East and some parts of Asia. Imagine a woman confronting her husband for this and asking him why he's cheating. That might be the end of her life, depending on where she's situated. So probably maybe we should see things from that point of view. Maybe she's trying to protect herself, and maybe in their culture she's supposed to speak up for the man and protect the man, like the Christian people would always advise women to do. So this is culture, tradition, religion, they're all intertwined and they have similar pattern of doing things. So that could just be what is playing out here. Stop dating these married men. This happened to me. I found out he was married and our kids went to the same school. He almost died when he saw me because his poor wife was with him. His wife and her friends will probably blame you and not the husband. Shaking my head.
I've had men and women comment on my videos, and I hear this question ever so often. Is it okay if my husband goes to lunch with a female coworker? And my answer to that is, do you mind that your husband is going on a date with another woman? Because going to lunch just to go to lunch with just you and another woman as a married man is taking another woman on a date. Like, no, there is no reason for a married man to be going to lunch with another woman one-on-one just to have lunch. That is a date. One of the main places that affairs start is with coworkers at work. Loyal, faithful husbands have good boundaries with any woman that is not their wife. They are not going to be talking about personal details with other women. They're not going to be going out to lunch with another woman, going out to dinner with another. That's crazy. That's just like, is it okay that your husband goes on a date with another woman? No, at the end of the day, it's up to the man to set those boundaries. The married man should be protecting his marriage. He should not be spending time with another woman. And you can try to say, well, like, what if he doesn't pay? They both pay for their own lunch. No, like, a loyal husband is not going to be going to lunch just to be going to lunch with another woman. Like, that is inexcusable. And like, those are just one of the things where I know what men are doing when they're doing that. Like, they're cozying up with their female coworker. They're in the beginning stages of an affair.
Let's read comments from the work date video clip. Why should a man choose to have a lunch date with a female co-worker if that lunch date is not about work? There's something called work wife. My husband went to lunch with two co-workers, one male and one female, even though I already told him I was uncomfortable with him having lunch with her. This one says, my husband did this, and honestly, I understood until someone from my work saw him with her at lunch, and then he felt he had to call me and explain before that friend did. That's what made it fishy. Nope, sorry, but too many affairs start at work. Never been a jealous person, but this is one thing I don't agree with. If he doesn't take me out, he's not allowed to take anyone out. Not sorry. And always hearing the term work wife or work husband always gives me the ick feeling. Affairs start that way all the time. So be careful, ladies.
When you meet a man and he tells you that he is legally separated from his wife, but he just wants to date you, he just wants to see where it goes, he thinks that you two have such great chemistry together, you could be great together, run. You two can't be great together. You know why you can't be great together? Because he already has a wife. And until he is divorced legally from his wife, you guys have nothing to talk about. He's only telling you that he's married up front because he's going to call it just being honest. He's shooting his shot to see if you're going to take the bait, and then later you can't turn around and come back and say that you didn't know that he was married because he told you from the very beginning that he was married. So you can't possibly think that you're ever going to become his wife. He already has a wife. Child.
I'm gonna just say it because I feel like it needs to be said. Y'all need to leave these married men alone because they're not leaving their wife, okay? And even if you go tell a wife what's going on, they 9 times out of 10, they're not leaving that happy home. They don't give a damn. So save yourself the time, save yourself the embarrassment, save yourself the heartbreak, and go find you a man that is available and single. Stay away from these married men or these men in relationships because I promise you, you're not gonna get the end result that you want, okay? It's not gonna work out in your favor, babes. It's just not. Because what will happen is, if you go to that woman, you tell that woman, hey, you know, I just want to let you know I've been with your man. I've been seeing your husband. Save yourself the emotional trauma. Save yourself the embarrassment because if that 9 times out of 10, they got a friend that's going to be ready to pull up on your daddy. Okay? They're going to wait for you to fall in love. They're going to wait patiently. They're going to be quiet. And then they got pounce. And payback is a bitch, okay? So just focus on yourself. Find you a man that's available, ladies. Let's find men that are available. The men that are not available are not for you for a reason, okay? And if they doing that to their wife, 9 times out of 10, they're going to do it to you.
Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you'd love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch men admitting to cheating. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.